Good afternoon and welcome to Zaleski Sports and another afternoon of softball here from Madison Field, located on, I guess we're not on yet. Testing 1, 2. We are back on. We had a little technical difficulty, but we are at Madison Field, located actually on the campus of the Marshfield Elementary School, which is right across the street from the Marshfield High School. And in turf infield, fantastic complex they put in here, about 4 years ago. And it's a 210 all the way around, and they've had a sectional here a few years back. And across the street is Safford Field. That also is turfed, and looks like a game going on there today. And so should be a beautiful day. We've got a partly cloudy skies. It's 76 degrees. But the winds, I'll tell you, you get up in the air current today, and it's out of the south. It's going to be out of here because the winds are at 16 miles per hour, gusting up to 29 miles per hour. And we've got a dandy with two outstanding teams in the Wisconsin Valley here as Marshfield comes into this contest with a 3-0 conference, leading the Wisconsin Valley Conference, and 6-3 overall against the SPASH Panthers, who has had Marshfield's number over the last 18 years. But the SPASH got beat very surprisingly on Tuesday night against Wausau West. And West is a very good hitting ball club, and they beat the SPASH Panthers 7-6 on Tuesday night. I was really surprised with that game, but the Warriors coming out with the victory. Marshfield with a white knuckler on Tuesday night as Marshfield was ahead 3-1, I think, in about the fifth inning. Schofield gets back-to-back home runs to tie it up. It goes all the way to the seventh and stays tied. And Marshfield put up a 4 spot in the eighth inning and came away with a 7-3 win and leads the Wisconsin Valley at 3-0. The Panthers of Stevens Point and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders are both 2-1. And Wausau West Warriors are 1-2. DC Everest, last year's Wisconsin Valley Conference champion, is 1-2, and Wausau East Lumberjacks are 0-3. And other games in the Valley tonight: DC Everest is at Wisconsin Rapids, and Wausau East, it goes across town to Wausau West. And today's pregame show is brought to you by First Choice Credit Union. First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. And so we're going to be back in just a little bit, and we'll give you the starting lineups of today's contest. And you are watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
here at Madison Field for this afternoon's Wisconsin Valley Conference contest with the Marshfield Tigers with a 3-0 record in the Wisconsin Valley, taking on the SPASH Panthers, who are 2-1 in the conference this year and 4-1 overall. Marshfield 6-3 overall. As Marshfield went up to the Hodag Dome earlier in the season, played about 3 games up there, and so started out the season 1-2 up there, but has been playing outstanding ball. As you can tell, they're 3-0 in conference and playing real good ball and just hitting the heck out of the ball this season. The starting lineup for the SPASH Panthers, coached by Tom Droner in his 28th season. He has 8 state championships. He was elected to the Coaches Hall of Fame about 4 years ago. And his overall record, 619 wins and 111 losses. And Tom has been around a long, long time, 28 years, and they do have a state runner-up spot also. Actually, and the SPASH holds the record in the state of Wisconsin for the most softball championships, as they had one other state championship years back before Tom came and coached at SPASH here. And Marcy Merman got that back then, so Marcy going way back also, and I see Marcy once in a while, and outstanding coach. So the starting lineup for the SPASH Panthers: batting first and playing center field, Jordan Roth. Batting second, the shortstop, Sophia Abonaz. Batting third, the left fielder, number 22, Aubrey Itzen. Batting in the cleanup spot, the pitcher, Callie Dykus. Batting in the fifth spot, the catcher, Addie Pesky. Batting sixth, the DP, Lacey Bellinger. Batting, that would be seventh, the third baseman, number 16, Carly Herrick. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 12, Andrea Placeway. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 17, Callie Standifer. And batting 10th, the flex player, the second baseman, number 7, Charlie Romano. Again, the head coach for the SPASH Panthers, Tom Droner, in his 28th season. For the Marshfield Tigers, coached by Becky Linsmeyer in her 5th season with an overall record of 59-51. And the Tigers 3-0 in conference, 6-3 overall. Leading off for the Tigers this afternoon, the right fielder, number 13, Cameron Pierce. Batting second, the center fielder, Maddie Cole. Batting third, the third baseman, number 2, Lydia Garvin. Batting in the cleanup spot, one of the hottest hitters on this Marshfield team. She's got 3 home runs already this season. As the pitcher, number 3, Molly Fox. Batting in the 5 spot, the catcher, number 4, Lily Griesbach. Batting in the 6th spot, the shortstop, number 10, Ryan Costa. Batting in the 7th spot, the left fielder, number 1, Avery Kelnoffer. Batting in the 8th spot and playing first base, number 17, Ari Pugh. And batting in the number 9 spot, the second baseman, number 14, Kendall Pierce. As crowd coming in here, filling up the bleachers here very, very fast. And we're going to have a good crowd here. We've got people standing in front of the fence over here also. And so, we've got maybe, I would say about 50, 55, 60 people here already. So usually they get pretty good crowds. Some of them usually sit out in that right field area, some over in the left field area, and bring their lawn chairs and just check out the ball game. So we'll be coming up with the national anthem here in just a bit. And the national anthem is brought to you by Hiller's Ace Hardware. Hiller's is now Ace Hardware and is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield. And now for our national anthem. our national anthem. And with special thanks to our game day sponsors, Arts Body Shop, Bruce Orthodontics, Tikara Manakara, Partners Bank, and Hefco Floral in Marshfield. And going back, this would be 18 seasons, going back from 2008 to 2025. SPASH has won 14 conference championships. Now, there is only 2 teams that did not, or who have won a conference championship during that period, except for SPASH. DC Everest won it twice, and Marshfield back in 2022. That was Coach Becky Linsmeyer rookie season, and she ended up taking a conference title that year. And SPASH has had the dominance over the years and against Marshfield, as the overall record going from 2008 to 2025, SPASH is 32-4. They currently have a 6-game winning streak against Marshfield, and Marshfield actually won 2 of those 4 ball games back in 22 when they swept the SPASH Panthers. And so the other win they had was in a sectional semifinal game in 21, and the other was in 2019 when they won 5-3 the second time around that year. So leading off for the SPASH Panthers will be the center fielder, Jordan Roth. As Jordan coming into the ball game here, I want to thank Tom Droner and Becky Linsmeyer getting me these stats here. Just a great job. First pitch comes up high for ball 1 from Molly Fox in the circle today for the Tigers. As Jordan Roth on the season is batting .591. She's actually 13 for 22, so great as she hits a one-hopper back to Molly Fox for out number 1. So with 1 down here in the top of the first inning just starting of game time start was at 4:32 of that first pitch. And also, as I mentioned, 76 degrees, a partly cloudy skies with winds out of the south at 16 miles per hour. They get it up in the air here. She's going to be out of here. First pitch to Abonas, as Sophia playing short here for Tom Droner's SPASH Panthers. Is up and away for ball 1. And rocks and fires, fouls it back into the screen here for strike 1. 1-1. Just starting here. Beautiful day for softball. Rain is supposed to come rolling in. As I'm looking at the radar, it's just kind of moving into the Eau Claire area right now. So we're supposed to get, they're saying possibly an inch of rain here in central Wisconsin between tonight and early tomorrow morning. So next pitch catches the inside corner for strike 2. 1-2 count on Abonas. The shortstop, Sophia, with Aubrey Itzen on deck, the left fielder for the SPASH Panthers. And just missing outside, as I'll tell you, this is the first time I've seen Molly throw this year, and I'll tell you, she's got a little more power than she had last year, and doing a great job for the Marshfield Tigers this year. In fact, I think she is undefeated on the mound this year, so she's got like 30, and it's a fair ball just inside the line. Throw into second, so first base runner in tonight's ball game, right down the left field line, just inches inside the line, and brings up the left fielder, number 22, Aubrey Itzen. As Aubrey is hitting, let's see here what she is hitting on the season. Oh, an outstanding .733, as she is 11 for 15 this year. First pitch right at the letters for a call, strike 1. As Aubrey also leads the ball club in 3 home runs this season and 16 RBIs. So great hitter in that number 3 spot for the SPASH Panthers. Fox in the circle, rocks and delivers upstairs for a ball. 1-1 count. As Coach Tom Joner giving the signals down there in that third base coaching box there. As a ball game going on over in Safford Field today also. Can't check to see who it is. And fouling it off and knocks the indicator right out of the umpire's hand, and looks like money flying also. And he actually just broke his indicator as the ball came back and knocked it right out of the ball directly hit into his indicator and broke the indicator. As he is, we're going to take a little break here. Actually, he's going to let the base umpire is going to use his. When I was umpiring, I always carried a spare indicator, just like officials in basketball. And Cheryl knows that up here, always carries a spare whistle in the pocket because you never know when that whistle is going to go or that indicator is going to break. But, you know, I umpired for 30 years, and I still have my original indicator from 50 years ago sitting downstairs on my desk. So, and the next pitch upstairs for a ball. Oh, yes, and yes, the sound of the whistles now are completely different because I got one for volleyball, and I'll tell you, completely different. But I've got my original whistle, too, from way back also when I was doing basketball. So, but and a fly ball into the infield. Coming over is R.A. Pugh as she makes the grab for out number 2. And getting back to first base, there is Sophia.
Number 3, Callie Dykus.
And the pitcher, Callie Dykus, now batting for the Panthers. As we'll see, Callie is 9 for 15 on the season, an outstanding 600 batting average for her. And first pitch to her is upstairs for ball 1. As a team, the SPASH Panthers are hitting a sizzling 442 on the season. Great power hitting ball club. It shows they've got 6 home runs as a team this season. And as Callie fouls that one back into the screen here. They've got 9 doubles, no triples, but they've scored 65 runs in 5 ball games this year. So they're averaging 13, if my math is right, 13 runs per ball game. And next pitch upstairs as catcher for the Tigers, Lily Griesbach, takes a look down there at first base as Sophia had a pretty good sized lead, but she gets back there without a throw down to her. 2-1 count with 2 down here in the top of the first inning. And that pitch just missing. 3-1 count to Callie Dykus, SPASH's pitcher. And let's see, I've got, as we got some SPASH fans here yelling up from the bleachers here. And the pitch, and just misses inside for ball 4. So Molly Fox with her first walk now. Runners at first and second with 2 down. Here on the top of the first inning, the catcher Addie Pesky now batting. Addie hitting 158 on the season as she's got 3 hits and an RBI to her credit. And she's and we've got a courtesy runner at first base. And number 15, that would be Lydia Court, courtesy running for Dykus. And inside and gets away from Griesbach. Griesbach's throw down to third, not in time though, as that's going to be a pass ball on that. So runners now at second and third. with 2 down here for the Panthers, and Addie Pesky with a 1-0 count on her. As we'll see if Molly Fox can get out of this jam here. Next pitch upstairs for a ball. 2-0 count. Actually, looking at the Valley stats, I've got them here somewhere, but pitching-wise, Molly actually one of the top pitchers and catching right at the letters for a call strike. 2-1 count. As Molly gets her sign from Griesbach. And the pitch. And right at the letters again. Consistency with that pitch. That's right where the last pitch was also. So we've got a 2-2 count with 2 down and 2 runners on. Second and third. And the windup and the pitch. Inside for ball 3. So with full count here on Addie Pesky. A lot of encouragement coming from the fans here in the stands for Addie. As Fox delivers, and a fly ball out to right field. Coming over is the right field Kendall Pierce, and she drops it, and 2 runs are going to score. And going all the way to third on the play is Addie Pesky. That'll be an error on the right fielder. So we've got timeout and the courtesy runner coming in. That is number 5. That would be Harlow Stremkowski. Is it 9? I'm sorry. Is Kadrowski. My eyesight must be really getting bad. I'm sorry with that. That's Regan Kadrowski, courtesy running for the catcher. As SPASH takes a 2-0 lead here. And a swing and a miss by the DP, Lacey Bellinger. So the 2 runs are unearned. Fox with the delivery. Swing and a miss. Mighty cut by Lacey. And just missing outside. With that error, those are not considered RBIs, so they are unearned. So it does not hurt the pitchers. And a shot down the left field and gets by the left fielder, Kellenhofer, and going into second with a stand-up double, an RBI double by Lacey Bellinger. As the SPASH Panthers take a 3-0 lead. As coming across there, the scorer was Kadrowski.
Now at the plate for the Panthers, number 16.
As the SPASH Panthers open this up. We've got a timeout here now, and we're going to have a pinch runner. 19, yes, we couldn't quite see it. The ponytail was in the way there. And that would be on Allison Hintz, pinch running for Bellinger.
Hintz now pinch running for the Panthers.
And coming to the plate is Carly Herrick. Wind up and pitch right down Main Street for a call strike. As Molly, so far this season, is 3-0 in the Valley, and she's got an earned run average of 1.17 in Valley games this season. She's thrown 18 innings and struck out 31 batters and walked 6. So those runs all unearned here will not affect her earned run average. Well, actually, it'll go down because of if she gets a complete here. But a defensive mistake out there. And a bouncer across the plate. Actually, a lot of people think once it hits the ground, the ball is dead. Actually, if a ball bounces, you can hit it off the ground. But a lot of people think it's a dead ball. But I've seen actually Major League ball players take one off the ground and get a base hit and actually hit a home run. Yeah, I think, yeah. And we get a strikeout to end the inning here as Carly Herrick goes down. As 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. So a half inning of play here from Madison Field. It's the SPASH Panthers 3 and the Marshfield Tigers coming to bat. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neilsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Here at Madison Field as the first pitch comes into Cameron Pierce, a call strike 1. As Cameron, let's see what she is hitting on the season here. She is hitting .333 on the season. She's got an on-base percentage of .500 and a swing and a miss and a high fastball for strike 2. As let's see, she's got an OPS of .875, so great, and so she's got 8 hits this season, 7 singles and a double. And next pitch comes in for a ball. 1-2 count to the right fielder, Cameron Pierce, in the leadoff spot for head coach Becky Linsmeyer. As Callie Dickus in a high fly ball over the shortstop and a great running catch. That'll make the highlights film there, folks, as Sophia Obanda makes a great running catch. It wasn't as good as Willie Mays, but I'll tell you, it was still as she reached out to grab that one for out number 1. As Maddie Cole, the center fielder, comes in now to bat for the Tigers. And a call strike at the knees. As Callie Dickus, she was an honorable mention all-conference selection last year for the SPASH Panthers. She is only a sophomore, so 2 more years of seeing her on the mound for the SPASH Panthers. And a foul ball down the left field line. As Maddie, we'll see what Maddie's doing here on the season. Maddie is hitting .433. She's actually got 2 stolen bases here. She's walked 5 times. Slugging percentage of .563, and she has the tied for the lead with 13 base hits this year, along with Molly Fox, as Maddie goes down swinging, and first strikeout for Callie here this afternoon. Second out, third baseman Lydia Garvin. And pitch low and inside for ball 1. Lydia Garvin on the season, hitting .379 with an OPS of .912. She's got 11 hits on this squad. And a strike 1 as a 1-1 count, 2 down. As Callie with the rising fastball there. And a shot right back to Callie, over to first in time for out number 3. For the Marshfield Tigers in the bottom of the first inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's the SPASH Panthers 3 and the Marshfield Tigers nothing. And you're watching high school softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
And we are back here at Madison Field, located on the campus of the Marshfield Madison School, Elementary School, right across the street from the Marshfield Senior High campus. And we are in the top of the second inning as the SPASH Panthers lead 3-0 here. And pitching-wise, in the Valley, Molly Fox is leading the conference with a 3-0 record. And she does have a 1.17 ERA, 31 strikeouts, leads the conference in that, walked 6. She's given up 3 earned runs, as Callie from SPASH is 1-1 on the season. She's given up 7 runs, 7 earned, and she's got an ERA of 4.45. And leading off for the SPASH Panthers here in the top of the second inning, the right fielder, number 12, Adriana Placeway. And just outside, a little hesitation there as it was very, very close. I'm actually surprised that the umpiring crew is actually letting the pitcher have that towel waving in the back that's out of her back pocket there. A swing and a miss by Placeway. Two and 1 count on Adriana Placeway, the right fielder for the SPASH Panthers. Just missing. As Lily Griesbach thought that was a strike. I think if this was Major Leagues, it would have been a tap on the helmet on that one, folks. You know, I saw that. We were down at spring training last year when they decided to come out with this. And, of course, they've been using it in the minors for about the last 2-3 years. But and it was kind of interesting watching a spring training game, and they were doing this. And you knew eventually it was going to come out, you know, the whole thing. But it's, you know, really not slowing the game down or anything. And a fly ball out the right field. And coming under it and making a catch at the knees is Cameron Pierce for out number 1. As Callie Standifer, the first baseman, as Callie, we'll see what she is batting on the season here. Let's see. Callie is hitting .600 and fouls it off that first pitch. She's played in 3 of the 5 games for the SPASH Panthers this year. Getting a start here against Marshfield tonight. And the pitch catches the inside corner for call strike 2. 0-2 count here. And coming up next will be Charlie Romano. Well, correction that I got Charlie in the lineup here. She's in that flex position. I'm sorry. Jordan Roth, the leadoff hitter, will be coming up here next for the SPASH Panthers. 1-2 count. Trying to get used to this flex. It's been around for quite a while. And a swing and a miss, and that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for your complete cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened, as that strikeout number 2 for Molly Fox this afternoon. And back to the top of the batting order as Jordan Roth, the center fielder, she bounced back to the pitcher on the second pitch of the ball game.
Pardon me, number 41, Jordan Roth at the plate.
Left-handed hitter. And a call strike on a off-speed pitch. And we've got an ambulance going through here now, as everything comes pretty much to a standstill here on the streets. And Fox with the pitch and lays one down, and that's going to be foul as Roth fouls that one off. So an 0-2 count now. As let's see here, Roth on the season, she's got 11 base hits this year at 22 times to the plate for a .591 average. So a great person to get on for the leadoff, and just missed as she was kind of taking a running start. You see a lot of that in college where these slap hitters, they'll take a running start. They'll start deep in the batter's box, and they'll take a running start and slap at that pitch coming in. Just like that one, and she fouls it off. Just watch her footwork back there as she's got that foot back on that back line, and that pitch will come in, and you've got, about 4 feet to play with. So it's you see a lot of college players do that. Back 20 years when I was umpiring, I saw a lot of that in D3 ball of the slap hitters. You don't see that much of it in D1, but a lot in D3, a lot of slap hitters. And another one fouled off as Jordan Roth stays alive here for the Panthers. Riceland's More Than Floors of Marshfield, stopping today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom and visit their website, or give them a call tomorrow. Give a call and say hi to Carrie and over there at More Than Floors. And a ground ball, 2-hopper to second. And as E3, as Kendall Pierce threw that one over to Ari Pugh as she could not find a handle on it, so an error.
Sophia Abundis.
And Sophia Abundis is now up. Sophia with a base hit out to left field, first time up. Advanced into second on a walk, and went to third on a pass ball, and then scored on that error that brought in 2 runs for the Panthers. And taking off for second and sliding in safely is Jordan Roth with a stolen base. Let's see how many she's got this year on that, and we'll take a look here. Roth, stolen bases. That is her 5th stolen base on the season for the Panthers. And a foul ball down the left field line, past head coach Tom Droner. 0-1 count on the number 2 hitter, Sophia Abundis. As Fox gets ready out on the circle, and fouling it off for strike 2. As that goes down into the walkway. Fox gets the sign, and the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and that is a Surf Pro strikeout. For all your cleanup and restoration, call Surf Pro like it never happened. And that is the 3rd strikeout for Fox, and that ends the inning as that error does no damage at all. No runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. After 1.5 innings of play, it's the SPASH Panthers 3 and the Marshfield Tigers 0. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDeliver.com. Take 1.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
And we are back here at Madison School as Molly Fox bounced back to the pitcher for out number 1, Lily Griesbach now batting. And Lily with a great ball game up at DC Everest with 4 hits to help the Tigers win that ball game Tuesday night in 8 innings by a score of 7-3. And Lily on the season, let's see what we've got here for her. Lillian hitting .393 on the season. Doing a great job behind the plate also for the Tigers. 2-1 count here in the bottom of the second inning. Inside as Lily does a little footwork there. As Callie looking very good actually on the mound. And a fly ball over the second baseman's head and a base hit for Griesbach as she is hot. And they throw it away. And she'll advance on an air. So a base hit. Actually, that is Lily Griesbach's 5th straight hit for the Tigers as she went 4 for 4 on Tuesday night and starts this one out with her first time to the plate with a base hit and advances the second on an air. First pitch to Ryan Costa, the shortstop, catches the inside corner for strike 1. Ryan hitting, let's see what she's at the season, hitting .250 on the season. And a swing and a miss at a letter high fastball. As the clouds are rolling in a little bit here, but I think the rain's going to hold off. As we said, that breeze out there at 18 miles per hour. And a high pop-up between home and first. And making a call and off the catcher's glove. As that should have been the first baseman's call completely, as it's easier for that first baseman to come in and catch that than the catcher going at the ball from the backside here. So staying alive and following it off is Ryan Costa. Gets a second chance here. 0-2 count with 1 down here in the bottom of the second with the SPASH Panthers leading 3-0 as they put up a 3 spot on 3 unearned runs in that first inning. And a foul ball. As Ryan stays alive. Out there on second is Lily Griesbach. Potential tying run in the on-deck circle. And just down low for a ball. 1-2. Costa in conference-wise is hitting .400 in conference games this season. And a fly ball out to right field and going back and making a great running catch out there is Placeway. As Costa gave it a ride and just short. That was about 5 feet short of, it's 210 all the way around. So that was about a 205 shot and a great running catch by Placeway for out number 2. And going back to second is Griesbach. And bringing up is Avery Kellenhofer. Avery on the season is hitting .450 on the season. So now would be a good time to possibly pick up your 7th RBI of the season. And she's got 6 on the year. So 2 down here and a 2-0 count to Avery Kellenhofer. And a fly ball in the infield. First baseman coming in. And it's a fair ball as the wind is a little tricky up there. we're going to give her a hit on that. I mean, it's a tough play. That wind, seriously, 18 miles an hour, and it's gusting up to 29, and I'd say it's right around 25, 26 right now, as both flags are flying really straight out over on the baseball diamond and the softball diamond. So runners at first and third, and 2 outs for the Tigers, and bringing up is Ari Pugh. And just down low as Ari on the season, hitting .250. She's got 1 RBI on the season. Playing first base for the Tigers. Last couple seasons, she's been the backup catcher for the Tigers. And a swing and a miss. Strike 1. As Callie gets the sign. And a foul ball as bounces up and hits Ari in the batter's box there. It becomes a dead ball automatically. So 1-2 count with 2 down. Runners at first and third for the Tigers here. SPASH leading 3-0. And an off-speed pitch just fouled down the third baseline. For 90 years, Valley Community Credit Union has been part of our hometown team. Local, trusted, strong, Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first, federally insured by NCUA. That's Valley Communities Credit Union. And the pitch by Callie. And a shot over the shortstop head's going to bring in a run. Rounding second is Kellenhofer, going into third, and going to second on the throw is Pugh, as Pugh picks up her second RBI of the season as Griesbach comes across. So the score now 3-1, SPASH leading. As we might have a little injury problem as Paige Higgins, the trainer, coming out to check this out. And that would actually be Kellenhofer, who is injured out there. We're going to take a little break here as she's getting up, stretching it out a little bit. And SPASH is out on the mound as Kellenhofer runs down the third baseline and checks the leg out. Fans give her a nice round of applause. SPASH breaks it up out on the circle out there. And Pugh picks up the RBI, and Kellenhofer coming into third. I think on the slide there, she might have just kind of pinched something there. As she is coming off the field and pinch running. Number 1, is number 1 out there? That'd be Kellenhofer. She's still in yet. Okay, they had brought a possible pinch runner out there, but Kellenhofer says she wants to stay in. So first pitch to Kendall Pierce is inside for a ball, and Pierce gives it a ride out to right field, camping under it, and making the catch is Placeway for out number 3. But the Tigers come up with 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. And after 2 innings of play, it's the SPASH Panthers 3 and the Marshfield Tigers 1. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com. Take 2.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh. Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield.
We are back here at Madison Field as they were waiting for a few players to come out on the field as Kellenhofer finally getting out there, onto her left field position out there, and Molly Fox warming up. And we'll tell you a little bit about Wheelers of Marshfield. Wheelers of Marshfield supports the hometown team. Stop at the Wheelers location nearest you and find a new vehicle for spring, or schedule your upcoming service, or get an oil change at Wheelers Chevrolet of Marshfield. And leading off for the SPASH Panthers here in the top of the third inning is the left fielder, number 22, Aubrey Itzen. As Aubrey popped out to the first baseman back in the first inning. As Molly Fox finishes her warm-up pitches in the circle there, and she's about to deliver that first pitch. And a pop-up right over the top of us and heading back over into the playground area and back of the concession stand and press box area here. Beautiful complex here, as pretty good-sized dugouts as they should be. So I've seen some real big ones down at Rapids. My gosh, you could have a banquet in those down there. You could do polka dancing in those babies down there. The people up here, they don't know how to polka. You're not from Wisconsin, then, I'll tell you that. And 1-1 count as Fox delivers, and a fly ball out to center field, and on a horse, and a long fly, and off the top of the fence. And rounding second and going into third is Aubrey, and it's coming in, and that's going to be an inside the park home run, as nothing was bobbled. But I'll tell you, it was a shot. It got up in that air current there and hit the top of the fence, bounced back as the center fielder, Maddie Cole, was going back for it, and it turned out it hit so hard off the top of the fence and bounced back, she had to come back quite a ways in order to get that ball. And I'll tell you, Aubrey's got some great wheels and all the way around for an inside the parker. So let me see, that would be the 6th home run by the SPASH Panthers this season, as the score now is 4-1 with SPASH on top. As let's see if, and a shot down the left field line over the third baseman's head all the way to the wall. Rounding first is Callie, and Callie Dykes comes up with a stand-up double, as she is now 1 for 1 as she walked the first time up, and so they are going to have a courtesy runner, most likely for her, as time is called here, and coming out is number 15. That would be Lydia Court, as she ran for her last time.
Now courtesy running at second base.
As
Plate for the Panthers, number 11, Heskey.
runner? No, Pesky is the batter. And now batting is Addie Pesky, the catcher, as she hit that fly ball at the right field and air on the right fielder that scored 2 runs back in the first inning. With Court now pinch running, or courtesy running. First pitch to Addie Pesky is right at the letters on the outside corner for a call, strike 1. On that inside the park home run, that is, let's see. That is actually her 4th home run of the season. She actually, I think she's leading the conference with home runs now with 4, as she has 4 of the 7 home runs for the SPASH Panthers. And squaring around, beautiful bunt by Addie over to first, as advancing to third is Court. So a sacrifice for Pesky. As a little small ball going on there. One down and a runner at third as Lacey Bellinger, the DP, who doubled back in the first inning. 4-1 Spash here in the top of the third inning. As Fox delivers for a call strike right on the inside corner. Yeah, Aubrey just got a hold of that one, and that is actually her 17th RBI on the season also. And she's got a great slugging percentage. I mean, her slugging percentage coming in today was 1.467, and her OPS, which is a combination of your slugging and your on-base percentage, was an unbelievable 2.229. I mean, that's outrageous. So doing a great job, and a swing and a miss by Lacey Bellinger for a strikeout, and that's a Surf Pro strikeout. Call Surf Pro for all your cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never happened. And 2 down now here for the Spash Panthers, and a little lazy pop up to the second baseman as Kendall Pierce makes a catch for out number 3. But the Panthers come up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's the Spash Panthers 4 and the Marshfield Tigers 1. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Cobeson Bus is hiring its drivers that they need. Cobeson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
Cobeson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at Cobeson.com.
Cobeson Bus is hiring, it's the perfect job for me.
And we are back here at Madison Field in Marshfield. As a great crowd here on a Thursday evening for softball here in the Wisconsin Valley, as the Spash Panthers lead 4-1. And leading off for the Tigers, back to the top of the batting order, the right fielder is Cameron Pierce, as Cameron popped out to the shortstop first time up. First pitch to Cameron is up high for a ball. And a windup, and just down low, just missing. 2-0 count to Cameron Pierce, as Callie Dykus with a 4-1 lead here for the Spash Panthers. She's only a sophomore. And a ground ball up the middle. Great play by the shortstop over to first and off the glove. And that will be an error, as it went off the first baseman's glove. Perfect throw by the shortstop, Abundance.
Now at the plate for the Tigers, number 5, Maddie Cole.
Bringing up Maddie Cole, the center fielder. Maddie struck out back in the first inning. And a pop-up as the second baseman coming back in, as the wind kind of held it up there a little bit for Carly Romano for out number 2, or out number 1, I'm sorry.
Number 2, Lydia Garvin.
Mike Klein told me, now don't goof up today, and sure as heck, Mike comes up here, and I goof up now and have the second out instead of 1. As he gives me a funny look down there. I'm glad I'm not giving him a microphone today. As the first pitch comes into Lydia Garvin for a call strike, catching that outside corner. Yeah, we're having a little fun up here in the press box today as Lydia pops that one back over into the parking lot there. 0-2 count with 1 down here in the bottom of the third inning. As Callie gets her sign, delivers up and outside for a ball. 1-2 count. Tigers with a runner at first. That is Cameron Pierce, as she got on with an error. And a ground ball to third, deep in the hole for short. And that's the base hit. Infield hit for Lydia Garvin. And advancing to second on the play is Pierce. So with one down, and the tying run actually coming to the plate, and a good one to have is Molly Fox, and she's hit 3 dingers already this year. A dinger here would tie this game up at 4. As I mentioned, Molly has 3 home runs and having an outstanding year at the plate. Coming into this contest, she was hitting 448 with 3 home runs and also 3 doubles, and tied for the lead with 13 hits. So 2-0 count. As Callie gets the sign and delivers upstairs, ball 3. Walk here will load the bases for the Tigers. Callie gets the sign from her catcher, Eddie. And down low, so Molly Fox walks on 4 pitches to load the bases for the Tigers. Tigers have come back a couple times this year and get victories as Coach Tom Droner takes a little walk out and he wants to talk things over. And so we're going to take a quick commercial break here, and we'll be right back. And it's brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
And we're back here at Madison Field. Bases loaded for the Tigers. First pitch right at the letters for a call strike to Lily Griesbach. As I mentioned, she's got 5 hits in the last 5 appearances. As she went 4 for 4 up at DC Everest, and she singled last time up. And a ground ball through the hole. It could get 2. And it gets by the left fielder. And coming around is Molly Fox, and she's going to tie this thing up as Molly Fox scores on that air on the left fielder and ties this game up at 4. 2. As Griesbach will get credited with 2 RBIs on that. As the run that scored that Molly Fox scores on will be an error on the left fielder. And a fly ball drops in, and they're going to hold Griesbach up at third as Costa comes up with a big hit to advance Ryan Griesbach over to third.
Now at the plate for the Tigers, number 1, Avery Kalhoffer.
So we are all tied up at 4. As we definitely have an nail butter here. Pitch up and out for a ball. As Callie. Ground ball to third. Bobbles by the third baseman. And that'll be an error on the third baseman. Are you hearing me at all? As Coach Linsmeyer calls timeout. And so now runners all the way around. As Griesbach at third, Costa at second, and Kellenhofer at first on an error by the third baseman. Loads the bases 4-4 with 1 out, and Ari Pugh to the plate as she got a base hit last time up. Just outside for a ball. And Upman now courtesy running for Kellenhofer. And following it off is Pugh. Makes the count 1-1 with 1 down here. as the Tigers have come up with 3 big runs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning on a couple errors by the SPASH Panthers and 3 hits. And a foul back into the screen for strike 2. 1-2 count with 1 down. Marshfield coming into this contest leading the Wisconsin Valley at 3-0. SPASH in second at 2-1 after being upset by Wausau West last Tuesday night. And West will be coming into Marshfield on Tuesday, as we'll be here covering that ball game. John and I will be back here Tuesday night. We'll actually be up at Stratford on Monday. And a fly ball over to third baseman's head, and a beautiful catch, diving catch by the shortstop, Abunez, as that looked like it was going to fall in, and a diving catch by Sophia to save a couple runs possibly.
Now at the plate for the Tigers, number 14, Kendall Pierce.
As Kendall Pierce comes to the plate, as the Tigers have batting around the order, and Kendall fouls it into the net here. The 9th batter for the Stratford. I'm so used to covering the Stratford Tigers that we're in Marshfield today, folks. As the Marshfield Tigers with bases loaded here. And a fly ball over in foul territory, and camping under it is Carly Herrick for out number 3. But the Tigers come up with 3 big runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left. And after 3 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Tigers 4 and the SPASH Panthers 4. And you're watching Merritt Conference softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
And we are back here at Madison Field in Marshfield. And the new Wisconsin High School Softball WFSCA polls came out this last week, and leading in Division 1 is Hamilton with a 6-0 record. And Muskego is second, SPASH ranked 3rd. They'll drop a little bit after that loss to Wausau West, and possibly if they lose this one, they might even drop out of the top 10. But SPASH number 3 this week. So, and the first pitch comes into the right fielder, Adriana Placeway, for a call strike on the outside corner. And then Green Bay Preble is 4, Union Grove 5, Sun Prairie East 6, Kimberly 7, Hortonville 8, Watertown 9th, and Brookfield East 10th. And we've got a few central Wisconsin teams that are ranked also in the polls here. Next pitch comes in for a ball, as Mosinee is ranked number 2 in Division 2. Medford is number 3, as they're having an outstanding season. In Division 3, Wittenberg-Burningwood is ranked number 3. And we've got a timeout here, and we'll finish up the polls here right away. And let's see, Stanley Boyd, the Orioles of Stanley Boyd, is ranked number 9 in Division 3. In Division 4, Pacelli is ranked number 4, Auburndale 5. And in Division 5, Almond Bancroft is ranked number 1 with a 7-1 record. And let's see, Assumption ranked number 4. They'll drop as the Stratford Tigers beat them the other night 2-0, and they are down at Assumption playing tonight. And Blair Taylor, who John and I will see against the Stratford Tigers on Monday, ranked number 7 with a 7-2 record. And Columbus Catholic is ranked number 9 with a 4-2 record this week in the WFSCA polls. So congratulations to all those local teams in the central Wisconsin area playing outstanding ball to get ranked in the top 10 in their respective division. As the conference is over with there for Marshfield, and a pitch comes in by Fox and fouled back into the screen by Placeway. Count now 1-2. As it's just, clouds are just getting a little bit thicker here now. But I think it's going to hold off. And a swing and a miss by Placeway, and that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for all your cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And that is strikeout number 5 for Molly Fox today, as Molly leads the conference coming into this contest today with 31 strikeouts in conference play. And the next closest is actually Callie Dykos, and she had 14 coming into today's contest against Marshfield. So actually the number 1 and number 2 strikeout artists in the Wisconsin Valley. We are in the top of the 4th inning, and we are all knotted up at 4. Base is empty. And Fox with a low pitch as she takes her protective mask off there and takes a little bit of fresh air there, a little pause there. As she walks to the back of the circle, trying to get her composure here. Takes a rosin bag, tosses it down. All right, gets the sign from Griesbach. And the pitch. And just down low, gets by Griesbach. As let's take a look at some of these other stats that are in the Valley here. As top hitting team is SPASH in Valley competition, as they are hitting an outstanding .452, but they've been shut down quite well with only 4 hits and a call strike, catching the inside corner to make it 3-1. They're hitting, as I mentioned, .452 on the season. And Wausau West at .347. We'll see them next Tuesday here at Madison Field. And next pitch, ground ball to second, and gets by a diving second baseman, Kendall Pierce, and out to right field. And nobody covering second, as going in for a double is Callie Standifer. As Standifer picks up, let's see, that is actually her first extra base hit of the season and her 4th hit of the season. And so SPASH with the go-ahead run at second base here with 1 down, and a bunt, and goes foul by Jordan Roth as she reached on an error back in the 2nd inning and grounded back to the pitcher back in the 1st. Marshfield hitting at a .329 clip this season. And 3 teams, West, Marshfield, and Everest, all have 3 home runs in the conference. And a high hopper over the mound to short, and no way they were going to get Jordan Roth. That's one of the advantages of being a left-handed hitter. You get that extra really step and a half. And after she hit that, there was no way they were going to get her going to first with that high hopper, as she was pretty much all the way down into the grass area by the time the ball got over to first base. So Roth gets on with a base hit, advances Standifer over to third with 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning, and runners at the corner. And Sophia Obona is now up. She's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, and stealing the base as Jordan picks up her 2nd stolen base, and I think that is stolen base number 6 on the season, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Her 6th stolen base. As Fox gets the sign from Griesbach, and the pitch, and a shot out to left field, and a diving play by Kellenhofer gets by her. And 2 runs are going to score, and going into third and sliding And she slid on the inside as the third base umpire was right there to make that call as Sophia went onto the inside. Third baseman Lydia Garvin was on that outside. She slid around the tag, and Coach Linsmeyer is going to come over, and she's wondering whose call that is. And actually, that is the base umpire's call on that play, because a home plate umpire's got to watch these two runners come in to make sure they touch. That is the base umpire's call. So a triple for Sophia and 2 RBIs makes this game now a 6-4 game for the Panthers here in the top of the 4th inning. As Sophia comes up with a 2-run triple as a diving left fielder, Avery Kellenhofer, trying to make a diving catch and just under the glove and all the way to the wall. Now, if you would have had somebody with the speed of Jordan, it would have been an inside the Parker. And speaking of inside the Parkers, Aubrey is up, and she's had one already that went off the top of the right center field fence out there and had an inside the park home run and put the SPASH Panthers up 4-1. Back in the 3rd inning, Fox with the delivery, just missing down low. Count is 2-1 to Aubrey Itzen as she is 1 for 2 with that inside the park home run. Fox rocks and fires. Swing and a miss right down Main Street. It's kind of cooling down a little bit, but I'll tell you, it's a nice cool down. It's a nice southerly breeze that feels actually very comfortable. And it's about time we get some nice weather here in central Wisconsin. And a line shot over the second baseman's head. An RBI single by Aubrey, her second RBI of the day, and gives the Panthers now a 7-4 lead here in the top of the 4th inning.
That single by Itzen brings up SPASH pitcher number 3, Callie Dykus.
As Callie Dykus now comes to the plate. Callie 1 for 1 so far today as she walked back in the 1st inning and a double in the 3rd. So Aubrey at first for the Panthers. Catches right on the inside corner for a call strike from pitcher Molly Fox. As I mentioned, we'll see the West Warriors come in here. They are playing actually East tonight. And a line shot down to 3rd. Great play. Over to 2nd for the out for 1. Let's get that lead runner. Great play there by Lydia Garvin over to Kendall Pierce for out number 2. And a fielder's choice for Callie. And courtesy runner will come in. That's Korth coming in to courtesy run again.
Now at the plate for the Panthers, number 11, Addie Pesky.
So Korth now courtesy running for the pitcher Callie Dykus. And bringing up Addie Pesky. Addie reached on an air and also had a sacrifice bunt. And first pitch to her comes inside for a ball. As Fox getting ready, gets the sign from Griesbach. And the pitch. And fouling off and into the parking lot for a strike, 1-1. Other games on Zaleski Sports tonight. In softball, Denmark is at Wapaka in a doubleheader. DC Everest is at Rapids. Pacelli is at Tri-County. Stratford Tigers are taking on Assumption at Wisconsin Rapids. And Neillsville is at Columbus Catholic. And the next pitch comes in for a ball. 2-1 count to Addie Pesky. And in baseball, Rice Lake is at Eau Claire North. We'll see Eau Claire North actually, I think it's next Saturday I will see them as they come into Marshfield for a doubleheader. And going down, trying to steal. And beautiful throw by Griesbach. That will go 2-6 as shortstop Ryan Costa just sitting there waiting to put the tag on. for out number 3. So the SPASH Panthers come up with 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors and 1 left. Oh, nobody left, I'm sorry. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and nobody left. So after 3.5 innings of play, it's the SPASH Panthers 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 4. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com. Just take one.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we are back here at Madison Field, and new pitcher for the SPASH Panthers coming in is number 2, Abby Graybowl, as this is actually her 3rd game she has played for the Panthers this season. Let's see if she has...
Now to play for the Tigers, number 13, Cameron Pierce.
And Cameron Pierce, the leadoff hitter, as she's popped out to the shortstop and got on with an error and scored back in the 3rd. And a line shot foul into the batters, or the hitting cage over there. Well, let's see. Let's look at the SPASH Panthers pitching as Graybo. This is her 3rd appearance in conference play. She has pitched 3 2/3 innings, given up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, struck out 2, and has an earned run average in conference play of 1.91. And a fly ball well out of play by Pierce. So right now, the pitcher of record for the win would go to Dykus if this lead holds up for the SPASH Panthers. And a foul ball down the left field line, 0-2 count to Cameron Pierce. Both of these teams, history-wise, have gone to state many times. And one hopper across the plate. As, let's see, we've got, and a ground ball down to first, takes a bad hop. It's kind of strange. I've never really seen bad hops on, as I think, first baseman thought that, Standiford thought it was going to bounce right into the glove. We're going to give her an infield hit on that, as it took a bad hop there. I'm a little generous tonight. And bringing up Maddie Cole. Maddie is struck out back in the 1st and popped out to the second baseman. And a fly ball, and could fall in there. And a great catch out there by the left fielder, Aubrey Itzen.
Nice catch by the SPASH left fielder. That brings up for the Tigers.
And a beautiful catch there as
Garvin.
Maddie got robbed of a base hit there. Thought it was going to fall in, but a great defensive play. Bringing up Lydia Garvin. Lydia 1 for 2. She grounded back to the pitcher in the 1st. Base hit and scored in the 3rd to tie this contest up in that 3rd inning. And a pop-up down the first base line, and just out of the reach, the first baseman, Callie Standifer. As I mentioned, both Marshfield and Stevens Point have been to the state tournament many times, as Marshfield will go back to back in 1991. They took the state title. In 95, they were 0-1. And a strikeout. For Garbo, and first strikeout, and second out. Garbo, great off-speed pitch there for a strike, catching the outside corner. And Marshfield also, let's see, back in 95, they were 0-1, but state champions in 97 and state runner-up in 98. And a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch is Molly Fox. Molly, 0 for 1 today, walked and scored back in the third, and also grounded back to the pitcher in the second inning as she's been pretty well shut down here. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout by Garbo, and the leadoff hitter, Pierce, goes for naught as the Tigers come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 4 complete innings of play, it's SPASH Panthers 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 4. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on.
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
And we are back here as we're listening to Neil Diamond. So, and the crowd is pretty quiet here. As the SPASH Panthers have the lead here, 7-4. We are in the top of the 5th inning. And leading off for the Panthers will be number 11. That would be Addie Pesky, the number 5 hitter for the SPASH Panthers, as she was batting at the time that that Court got thrown out at second, trying to steal second. And so leading off, Addie, as she's got on with an error in the first and scored, and a sacrifice bunt back in the 3rd inning. Next pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-1. As I mentioned, also SPASH has been to the state the most times of any softball team in the state of Wisconsin. They've been there 18 times, and they hold actually the state record for the most girls softball championships with 9, as Coach Tom Jorner, a Hall of Famer, elected about 4 years ago, and he's got 8, and then Marcy Merman was the other coach at SPASH when they won their very first one. So, and a call strike here to the leadoff hitter, Addie Pesky. So very good ball clubs at Stevens Point over the years. In fact, they've pretty much, years ago, they've called it a dynasty. In fact, they are in a fly ball down the left field side, just out of the reach. Actually, I did not realize this, but SPASH is the only team ever to win 4 straight championships in a row. Now, can anybody tell me who is the number 2 team that had 3 in a row? And the funny part of it is, in the first 2 years, a ground ball to short. I'll give you the answer in just a bit here. Over to first, in time, as Costa, a little low throw, but nice play over there by Ari Pugh for out number 1.
Batter number 44, Lacey Bellinger.
It was back actually when it was only one division. A Class C team won the state championship when it was one division, and they went on to win 2 more after that. It was the Loyal Greyhounds. Landed up winning 3 in a row with Darrell Lashin. First pitch catches the inside corner to Lacey Bellinger. Lacey has a double back in the first inning and a strike in the third inning. As Molly still chucking out there, and a foul ball by Lacey. So yeah, we've had some, and actually, the funny part about this whole thing is these two teams are the only two teams in the Wisconsin Valley that have won state championships. So with Tom Droner and Marcy Merman and the great Pete Kaplan. I always loved working ball games for Pete Kaplan. I'll tell you, the best two pitchers I ever saw was Shoup and Myers. I'll tell you, those two could just fire and work the corners so beautifully. And a swing and a miss by Lacey, and that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, like it never happened. And that is strikeout number 6 for Molly Fox today. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. And pinch hitting here is number 4, Lavelle Canfield, as Lavelle is making her 5th appearance this season. And she is actually made 7 appearances, 7 at-bats, and has yet to get a hit, but she has an RBI, and she has scored 3 runs this season. So she's been a contribution to the SPASH Panthers here. As she's about to get into the batter's box here. And let's see, we've got, and the first pitch is called a strike to Canfield. Left-handed hitter, Lavelle Canfield. And the pitch just catches the outside corner. 0-2 with 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch just missed. I've got to reboot my computer here. Here we go. And I'll tell you about this event that's coming up. And a foul ball down the left field line. Foul. Hey, mark your calendar. If you've got nothing to do tomorrow night, head out to River Edge Country Club and attend the Tigers Booster Club Booster Bash at a new location, River Edge Golf Course. A night of live music, food, raffles, and auctions. All to raise funds for the Tigers Athletics. The Tiger Booster Bash coming up tomorrow night at the River Edge Country Club, just kind of west and south of Marshfield. So come on, have a good time. And all the funds go to Tigers Athletics. So I'm not sure how many this is now that they've had, but it's been quite a few years. They used to have it at the fairgrounds, and now they've moved it to the River Edge Country Club. And fouling it off is Lavelle Canfield. Is she staying alive here? Okay. How many did you say? At least 11. 11, okay. They're saying up here at least 11 that he can remember. And a line shot. Whoa! Put the glove up and say hello. Lydia Garvin went up with the glove, and it's like, look what I found. And for out number 3, as the SPASH Panthers go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 5th inning. And so after 4.5 innings of play, it's the SPASH Panthers 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 4, and you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Madison Field is coming to the plate for the Marshfield Tigers. Leading off in the bottom of the 5th inning is Lily Griesbach. As Lily fly ball out to center field and makes a running catch out there by Jordan Roth. And actually that is the first time she has made it out. She had actually 6 straight at-bats with base hits, and she flies out to the center fielder for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning with SPASH leading 7-4. And a fly ball. If that screen wasn't there, it was going to land right here in the press box. As Ryan Costa, as she comes to the plate, and she is, she is 1 for 2 on the day. And she was left stranded at second, and a line shot out into right field as Ryan rounds the base and gets her second base hit of the night. So with a runner at first here in the bottom of the 5th, brings up Avery Kellnoffer. Avery has been on base twice, a single in the 2nd, and reached on an error in the 3rd inning. So with a runner at first and Ryan Costa, pitch upstairs for a ball from Abby Grable. Two 2-0 count. And the pitch. And a fly ball. Deep. And off the wall. Bangs into the wall. Great catch out there by Roth. As Kellnoffer gave it a ride to deep center field. And Roth going back and making the catch and banging against the fence for out number 2. Just an outstanding catch out there by the center fielder, Jordan Roth. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and bringing up Ari Pugh. As Grabo gets ready to deliver, and the pitch right down Main Street for a call strike. Events were made for Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Large groups or small private party spaces available for your event. Call now for available dates. That's at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Grabo with the pitch. And a ground ball. One hopper to third. Over to first in plenty of time for out number 3. So for the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 5 complete innings of play, it's the SPASH Panthers 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 4. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
And we are back here at Madison Field in Marshfield. Top of the sixth inning already.
Leading off for the
And
Panthers,
Panthers leading 7-4.
Adriana Placeway.
And Adriana Placeway, the left fielder. Got a couple good plays out there in left field already today. As she takes the first pitch on the inside corner for strike one. You know, we may be only like 3 weeks into the season already, but you know, tournament play is going to be right around the corner here pretty soon. And a line shot out the left and a great running catch. Across her body out there is Avery Kellnoffer to rob Placeway of a base hit as Placeway hit a rope out the left field for out number one, bringing up the first baseman, Callie Standifer, as Callie struck out in the second and doubled and scored in the fourth inning to actually put the Panthers ahead with that run she scored to make it 5-4. She scored on that triple by Sophia. As Fox with the delivery upstairs for a ball. Tournament play just around the corner here as the D1 Division I sectionals and actually regionals also. The sectionals for this group here are actually for Marshfield. And next pitch upstairs for a ball. There's a few, actually Marshfield is the only Valley team that's over in that Chippewa Falls sectional. Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire Memorial, Eau Claire North, Holman, Hudson, La Crosse Central, Marshfield, Menominee, New Richmond, Onalaska, River Falls, Sparta, Superior, and Toma are all in that sectional. And but it's kind of really split up because DC Everest and Stevens Point and Wausau East and Wausau West and Rapids are over in the Stevens Point sectional. So Marshfield will not face SPASH in tournament play. So, and a foul ball and going over to her left and making the catch is first baseman Ari Pugh for out number two. So that's got to be actually a little of a realignment there that all the Valley teams are not together, and one Valley team over in with most of the big rivers in that, and also down in that Mississippi Valley conference also, but Marshfield in with that group, and the rest of the Valley teams are in that SPASH, as SPASH will host that sectional over there. The sectionals will be June 2nd and Thursday, June 4th, so Tuesday and Thursday. The regionals will start May 26th and 28th, so just, you know, actually a month away. And following it off here is leadoff hitter Jordan Roth. Jordan 1 for 3 today. She's got a couple stolen bases and scored a run. And and then, of course, the state tournament will be down in Goodman Diamond, down in Madison on June 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. So good time down there in Madison at the state tournament. So Fox with the delivery upstairs for a ball. 2-1 count with 2 down. All the other divisions have not decided yet where the sectionals will be. Well, I guess there is a couple of them that I guess they have decided where the sectional final will be. And a one hopper and a high, and it's going to be a base hit and a throwing error. And she's going all the way to third as Jordan Roth with the set of wheels she's got. That will be scored as a base hit and a throwing error on the third baseman. As I mentioned before, with her coming out of that left side, out of the batter's box, gives her that extra step and a half, and with the speed she's got, great person to have in that leadoff spot. So she's got 2 hits tonight. And a grounder back to the mound as Molly picks that up, throws over the first. And so that hit and throwing error that got Jordan over to third does not hurt anything as Sophia grounds out to the pitcher for out number 3. So in the inning, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after 5.5 innings of play, it's the SPASH Panthers 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 4. And you are watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
It's SPASH 7, Marshfield.
Get fresh meats and cheeses every day at Smith Brothers Meats. Let Smith Brothers Meats cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats of Colby open Monday through Saturday. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Call Sammy or Sue today and visit on North Central Avenue, Brock & Decker.
And we are back here at Madison Field as we are going to the bottom of the 6th inning, as the Tigers have 4 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors, and left 7 so far. And for the SPASH Panthers, they are 7 runs on 8 hits, 3 errors, and 4 left on. As coming to the plate with a swing and a miss to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning is the number 9 hitter, second baseman Kendall Pierce. As Kendall has flown out to the right fielder and popped out to the third baseman. Back in the 3rd inning. And a swing and a miss by Kendall. So the month of May, we are going to have a lot of ball games next week. We've got a lot on the docket next week. I know I'm busy for about 5 games next week, and so be a busy week. So I know John and I are over at Stratford on Monday, seeing Blair Taylor, a team that is ranked in Division 5. And a line shot out to right and right at the right fielder placeway for out number 1. And back to the top of the batting order is Cameron Pierce. Cameron 1 for 3 on the day as she has popped out to the shortstop. Ground ball or got on with an error in the 3rd inning and scored, and a base hit in the 4th. And a swing and a miss by the leadoff hitter, Cameron Pierce. And then we will be back here at Madison Field on Tuesday for the Wausau West Marshfield game. A 1-hopper back to the mound to Garbo over to first as Stanford squeezes it for out number 2. And bringing up the number 3 hitter, Maddie Cole, as she has been shut down today. Struck out in the 1st, popped out the second baseman in the 3rd, and flew out to the left fielder in the 4th on a great catch out there by Intez. So as timeout is called here, as Coach Becky Linsmeyer wants to have a little chit-chat with Maddie Cole. Must have found something wrong with her swing here and discussing a little bit. And she nods her head and says, okay, Coach, we'll get it together here and we'll see if we can get you a base hit. As Garbo gets the sign from her catcher, Pesky. And the pitch upstairs for a ball. 1-1 with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As Felker Brothers of Marshfield is the leading manufacturer of stainless steel products. Congratulations, student athletes. Ground ball is short, deep in the hole. Throw over to first in time for out number 3. Great play there by Sophia. Ed Short, she has played an outstanding shortstop game today. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 6th. No runs on no hits, no errors, no one left. And after 6 complete, it's the SPASH Panthers 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 4. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
And we're back here in Madison, and Felker Brothers of Marshfield is the leading manufacturer of stainless steel products. Congratulations, student athletes across central Wisconsin, on your accomplishments, both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. And discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovering tools like hydro massage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com. And leading off for the SPASH Panthers here in the top of the 7th inning is Aubrey Hitson, who's made some great plays out in left field tonight. And been pretty good with the bat, as she is 2 for 3 tonight. Popped out to the first baseman in the first, and inside the park homer in the third, and a base hit in the fourth. So 2 for 3 with a couple RBIs. Actually, with two RBIs, because I forgot to mark it here that one RBI that when she knocked in Sophia with that base hit. So she's got 2 RBIs tonight also. So 3-0 count. Does she get the green light from Coach Tom Diener? And a pitch coming up here by Fox. And the delivery. And catches the inside corner right at the knees for a call strike. 3-1. As the clouds are moving in central Wisconsin here. We'll take a little look here at the radar, see what's happening down the road. And by the looks of it, it should be coming in here very shortly. And ball 4 as she hustles down the first. The ball goes back to the backstop, but no advancement there. And bringing up Callie Dykus, as Callie is 1 for 2 with a walk and scored in the first, double in the third, and a fielder's choice in the second. As the first pitch comes in for a ball. And we're going to have a little conference here. And we'll tell you about Stratford Plumbing and Heating. Your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning. And we're going to need that air conditioning coming up here this summer with professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. That's Stratford Plumbing and Heating in Stratford. So a little conference out there with pitching coach Dan Costa out there. And had a great conversation. Hadn't seen Dan in quite a while. I saw him during basketball games and that, but he was sitting down on the far end over on the other side there while I was broadcasting a few girls and boys games this year. But I've had the pleasure of working with Dan during the Legion. He is actually the girls' Legion coach, Legion softball that American Legion is sponsoring. And he is the head coach of that. So great job he's done with that program also. And he's actually the former head coach of the Marshfield Tigers also. He coached just before Becky Linsmeyer. Time is called, and at the plate is Dykus, as she has got a 1-0 count, and the pitch. A high pop-up in the infield, and making the catch, calling for it, is first baseman Ari Pugh for out number 1. And bringing up Addie Pesky. Addie is 0 for 2 today. Scored once, got on with an error, sacrifice bunt, and grounded out to the shortstop. As the Storm is coming just a little bit closer here to Marshfield, but I think we'll get it. It's just kind of just a little west of Neilsville right now. It's kind of moving around a little slow, but they say, not till maybe 7 o'clock we'll get some rain in here. So we'll get this one in here with no problem. It's getting a little darker, though. And a ground ball foul. As long as the lightning holds off, because if the lightning shows up, then we're going to have to bring it in. But I know we've, I think we stopped one. I think I was down at Rapids, and they had lightning, and all of a sudden They just decided to call it. We didn't see it up in the press box, but on the umpires out on the field, or actually the athletic director came out and decided after 6 innings. It was actually a Marshfield, Wisconsin Rapids baseball game, and they called it after 6 innings because of the lightning. And of course, we did it just in time because then the rains came in. But that field down in Rapids will hold a lot of water because it's all synthetic. Outfield, infield, the whole ball of wax. And I will be going down to Rapids. That's coming up, I think, like next week or the week after. So, and a line shot up the middle for Pesky as she gets her first hit of the game and advances Aubrey over to second. A shot right up the middle, and the courtesy runner coming in is number 9. That is Regan Kedrowski running as courtesy runner as Allie goes down to talk to head coach Tom Droner.
Now at the plate for the Panthers, number 19.
And number 19 is Allie Hintz. Now in that DP position. And Allie, let's see her numbers on the season here. First pitch, down low for ball 1. Allie, this is her 3rd appearance. Actually doing a great job coming off the bench. She is 3 for 4. She's got a walk in there, so she's had 5 appearances. She's 3 for 4 with 3 singles. She's got 2 RBIs, and she's walked once. Great job coming off the bench for head coach Tom Droner as she takes a strike there, 1-1. So she's hitting .750 coming off the bench. Great team player to have on the bench there. As Tom's got, I think, 18 or 19 on his roster, and a lot of them underclassmen. And holding up on the swing there was Allison Hintz. As Fox gets the sign from Griesbach. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Allison Hintz to make the count a pair of 2s at 2-2 with 1 down. We are in the top of the 7th inning here at Madison Field, and the Panthers out in front 7-4. As SPASH has won 6 in a row against Marshfield. And down low, makes a full count, 3-2. As Fox gets her composure, steps up to the rubber, gets the sign from Griesbach. Winding and throwing. And just misses ball 4 as Allison gets on with a walk. Great on base percentage for her also.
Now at the plate for the Panthers, number 2, Abby Grabo.
As coming to the plate now is number 2, Abby Grabo. Pardon me here as I'm writing the names down in here. We've got 1 down, bases loaded for the Panthers, and the pitch. Down low for a ball, no place to put her. 1-0 count with 1 down. Fox taking her time. She's set, winds, and delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 1. As Abby Grabo, who is actually the relief pitcher, as she will come in and If the Panthers win, she will get a save. A save situation is 3 innings of relief, and she will be working her 3rd inning. And she actually hit that twice. She hit it coming around, bounced up, and on her backswing, she hit her foul again. So I've never seen a person hit 2 foul balls on one swing. So it's a very interesting night here at the ballpark. Ooh, just missed. Oh, Marshfield fans thought they had a strike there. Thought it was a strikeout. And so did Molly Fox, thought it was a strikeout. As she thought that pitch was there. 2-2 count with 1 down. Here in the top of the 7th inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for all your restoration and cleanup messes there. It's Serve Pro like it never happened. And coming to the plate now, Adriana Placeway, as Adriana is hitless tonight, as she's flown out to the right fielder, struck out in the 4th, and flew out to the left fielder in the 6th. And pitch comes right down Main Street for a call strike. As it's getting darker and darker here, and we have no lights. Lights would be on right now if we had them, but they're a swing and a miss. You know, with the way the clouds are now, it's a little harder to see that ball. Even though you're, 46 feet away, it's hard to catch that ball coming out of the pitcher's hand, even though it's a yellow ball. But the time you're pitched with the cloudiness here. And Marshfield thought, and so did Molly. Molly thought she had a strikeout there, as Molly has not been very happy with the home plate umpire today. As Adriana, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro like it never happened. For the SPASH Panthers in the top of the 7th, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. And after 6.5 innings of play, it's SPASH Panthers 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 4. And you're watching Wisconsin Valley Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsLiver.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
And we are back here at Madison Field. And Lydia Garvin, a long fly ball, running over and making a fantastic catch and bouncing into the fence as a center fielder for the SPASH Panthers, Jordan Ruff.
Fly out to left center for the first out, brings up.
Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout Central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. And coming up right after this inning will be the Nasonville Dairy postgame show, and a fly ball out to left field for out number 2 is Molly Fox. And so let's see here.
Catcher number 4, Lillian Griesbach.
As Griesbach coming to the plate, as she is 2 for 3 today, with a single in the 2nd, double in the 3rd, and flew out to the center fielder. Great contact all 3 times, and a fly ball out to center, and 3 pitches and 3 outs, and that's the ball game here. As the final score here from Madison Field is the SPASH Panthers 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 4. And a great win for the SPASH Panthers, as they had this game tied up here at 4-4 after 3 innings, but SPASH comes up with 3 big runs on a big triple by Sophia in that 4th inning to give the Panthers the win here. And we'll be talking to head coach Tom Droner, and he's going to pick player of the game. And so we'll be down on the field there in just a little bit. Marshfield finished with 4 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left. SPASH Panthers had 7 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors, and left 7. And the winning pitcher in tonight's game is Callie Dykus, the losing pitcher, Molly Fox. And the time of the game, we'll say 4:35. It's, we'll call it 1 hour and 57 minutes in this ball game. So we're going to head down to the postgame show here, the Nasonville Dairy's postgame show with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your fresh cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com before the rains come out. So we'll be back in just a bit.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, business, and home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Set up a free consultation today at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time.
And we are back here at Madison Field here in Marshfield, Wisconsin, and a great, come from behind. Actually, it was tied up at 4, and Tom, you guys had that big inning in that fourth inning, which this young lady came up with that big triple. I'll tell you that that was a shot, and came up with 3 runs on 3 hits there, and it made an exciting game all the way around.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play very good defense today, and we could have hung our heads after, we kind of gave some runs away playing defense, but we could have hung our heads, and we did a really good job at locking in at the plate, and we had some great at-bats, and Sophia hit the crowd out of the ball, along with some other kids, but super proud of our kids for, kind of persevering and playing hard-nosed softball, and this was a tough place to play for us, and it has been, so I'm just glad we were able to come in and get a win.
Tom, I noticed at your ball club, it's balanced all the way across. I mean, I'll take your leadoff hitter in Jordan Roth any day. Her coming out of the left side of the box, she's actually taking away a step and a half coming out of that left-handed box. And with her speed, there was no way they were going to get her at first base.
Yeah, I mean, she's the premier. In my mind, I wouldn't trade her for anybody. The premier player in the state of Wisconsin in terms of, just sheer speed, and you saw what she can do in the outfield. She can do it all, and I'm sure glad she's on my team.
Oh, she covered a lot of area out there. She made some great plays out there. And but I'll tell you, your pitching staff, very young pitching staff, and starting both ways, and Garbo coming in doing a nice job.
Yeah, Abby, that's what she does. She comes in, she's ready all the time. She's kind of our person that we bring out of the pen, especially in situations where we think we need her. And she came in, pumped the strike zone. We made plays behind her, and she's been doing it all year for us, and she's going to continue to do that.
And, this year was a great test for your team coming off that loss on Tuesday to come back and play Marshfield, who was leading the conference. They could have had a 2-game lead with this win, and it would have been really rough for your ball club down the stretch here to get back into that conference race.
Yeah, it would have been, and I'm just glad we were able to respond and do what we need to do. We played some SPASH softball a little bit, especially at the plate. Defensively, we got to get better because we're not going to win games if we play like that. But we were able to put it behind us and have some great at-bats and do some damage.
Tom, good luck the rest of the season. Thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you again.
Yep,
all right,
thanks.
take care. With us, great job out there today by Sophia Abnos? Abundez. Yeah. Thank you. But a big hit, Sophia, that you had in that, that fourth inning with that triple, and some great defense that you had out there also today.
Yeah. That at bat, I was just looking for my pitch and driving it to help us get runs and help our pitchers out and make plays behind our pitchers. I mean, they work hard, and I know what it's like to pitch out there. So, yeah, I just played my best.
Well, the catch that really blew my mind was early in a ball game, you going back and just putting your arm up and making that fantastic catch. Great defensive job out there tonight also.
Thank you. I like to play 100% and help my pitcher out.
All right, so what I'm going to do is, you've never been put in the house before, have you? No. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you the microphone. You're going to look up right at that camera right up there, okay? That camera up there, and tell that camera what your name is, and I'm in the house, okay? And do it as loud as you can, all right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
My name is Sophia Abundez, and I'm in the house. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sophia. A great win for the SPASH Panthers as they come away with a 7-4 win over the Marshfield Tigers. And great job by Tom Joner's ball club to go now 5-1 and 3-1 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. And the Marshfield Tigers dropping to 3-1 in the conference and 6-4 overall. And so for John Staniford, I'm Mike Steinwegner. We'll see you next week as we will be in Stratford against a very good Blair Taylor ball club. So for John and I, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye now.